The dance we do is ballet, and I love it so much. I don't know when I started doing it, but I really love it.
Well, ballet. It's a classical form of dance. It dates back like hundreds of years, and I find it like quite a graceful and elegant form of art. I love the sense that like everybody can learn, like everybody's welcome, and yes it does seem technical, but like with the right amount of practice and with a really good teacher, it's very much possible.
I really like dancing outside because after the lockdown and all, like in the rain, it was kind of like a hectic, kind of crazy sense of adventure that you hadn't had in like a year or two.
It's nice to like dance to the background of like the birds and the wind.
It's great. I saw it on like a poster when I was little, and I was like, I want to do that when I grow up. So I've been doing it ever since, and it's fun, and it's kind of just like an everyday thing, like all the time. It's just like a constant in my life.
The lockdown was only supposed to last 2 weeks, so I wasn't that worried about it because I was like, yeah, I get a 2-week break.
I felt kind of happy because I've been doing it for a long time, just like a little break, but then I sort of started to get worried, scared, like, is it ever going to come back? Like, are we ever going to do it again?
Same for me.
I got to a point when I felt like I didn't really want to do ballet anymore because it wasn't as normal as it felt it was when we were actually in the studio. Mm-hmm. And I felt like it just wasn't right anymore. But then when we went back to the studio and we started doing outdoor classes, I just felt so much happier.
Brilliant. And it was happier just to be with the people, or?
To be with Claire and my friends. It was just so much nicer. It was hard because there's so much strength involved, and keeping it up and the muscles and everything, it was really hard to keep going.
I feel like it was really hard to do ballet online. Like, firstly, because I feel like it wasn't ballet. Like, it was harder to perform, it's just a screen.
I think it really lacked the social aspect, because in ballet class, everyone works as a team to remember the dances and to perform together. So when you're by yourself, it's much harder.
Even though it wasn't in a studio, it was still amazing to see everyone. It was like an escape from all the problems due to like the pandemic. Coming to dance was like, it was like you forgot about all of that kind of stuff, and it was just dance like normal. And I think dancing in the studio really helped that. But even like on the Astro, just everything disappeared that was bad, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed it.
When I could dance, like, all my worries just went away. Like, I didn't think about anything like the past. I'm just like living in the moment. And I feel like I will now like appreciate having the studio more.
I think it made us stronger as dancers and probably people, that we had to adapt to a new environment.
It was really hard seeing everything else open up, except for the studios. It made everyone, like all the dancers, feel upset that restaurants and like clubs and all that were coming back, and we weren't, and it was just really upsetting that. But then getting back in the studio finally was a relief.
Irish dancing is when you only use your legs unless you're doing show dancing. The very hard part about it though is like you need to remember to like cross your feet, point your toes, but the hardest part is probably keeping a smile. It's a very uncomfortable posture, and not to mention your shoulders are back, your legs are straight, your head is up in the air, and your eyes are facing the ceiling. Like or this. Just stare right into the judge's eyes. And it hurts. I do that. I stare right into the judge's eyes.
Hang on now a second. So this sounds really unpleasant.
It's not. It's fun. We did a lot of Zooms. We had to like start logging onto a bunch of Zooms.
Like the Zooms were like what, like half an hour long, twice a week, 3 times a week.
So they weren't that bad.
There was a lot of Zooms and computer charging. Or my mum would take, like, after we'd been practicing, our mum would take a video and send it to our teacher on like WhatsApp.
And we usually had to like do it outside on like a plank of wood
In
or
our
something
hard shoes.
because we can't dance on the floor.
Because it's wood floor and we'd make it undamaged. When school went back, we went to doing it on the grass, and then was it around Christmas we were allowed to go back in the studio for like 3 or 4 weeks,
And then we got
obviously
kicked out
lockdown. During that 3 weeks, it was so fun, and then we had to go back to doing it on the grass. Set dance over Zoom.
That was hard. But mainly in Zooms, we just like use our runners. We didn't change into our dancing shoes or anything. We had to find like runners that would like kind of like just rattle you off the ground or whatever.
It's
Because
ballet,
like
not rattly.
whatever. It's nearly impossible because like you're gonna like catch your foot and like trip
And fall on your face.
and die.
I've done that before. I fell on my face a few times.
Same. When we were allowed to meet up again, we
was
did
so
do it like
weird.
on grass, like the green near the canal.
Beside a train station as well, so.
So whenever a train was passing by, you'd just hear like,
Yeah.
we never really stopped unless it's like an injury or a sickness or something. But like, I don't
Like
think
I'm
that
dancing
like
under my desk at school, so.
same. Like we never really want to stop dancing. We really love it.